All right, let's just jump right in. For so many women, hitting your 50s is, well, it's a powerful kind of radical reset. I mean, we're talking about menopause, major hormone shifts, and these changes can affect literally everything from your mood all the way down to your bones. It's a time when you really have to be laser focused on getting the right nutrients.
But, with all the talk about different vitamins and supplements out there, there's this one mineral that just doesn't seem to get the spotlight it deserves. And that's a shame, because it plays a massive role in our health, especially during this stage of life. So you have to wonder, right? Why is this one mineral so incredibly vital? Well, get this. Over 300. That's not just a random number. That's how many essential biochemical reactions in your body this one single mineral is involved in. We're talking about everything from creating energy to repairing your DNA. It's like a true powerhouse just working tirelessly behind the scenes.
And that mineral is magnesium. We're calling it the ultimate midlife mineral wingman. And for good reason. Because let's be real, for women over 50, getting enough magnesium, well, it's not some kind of luxury. It's an absolute necessity. So let's break down exactly why that is.
Okay, first up, let's talk about our bones. It's something we all think about. See, as estrogen levels decline around menopause, bone loss can actually speed up a lot. And that, of course, drastically increases the risk for things like osteoporosis. It's a huge concern for so many of us.
Now, I know what you're probably thinking. What about calcium? And you're right. We hear about calcium for bone health all the time, and it's definitely important. But here's the thing. It just can't do the job alone. Without its essential partner, your bones can become brittle, and that leaves you at a much higher risk for fractures.
And this really shows you how that partnership works. Think about it this way. Calcium provides the bricks, the building blocks for your bones. But when you add magnesium to the mix, that's when the magic happens. Magnesium is what activates vitamin D, and you need vitamin D to absorb that calcium. It also helps balance everything out, creating a really strong bone structure. So the takeaway is simple. Magnesium makes your calcium work better. Period. So the big question is, how do you get more of it? Well, the great news is you don't have to look too far. It's found in some really delicious everyday foods. Think about dark leafy greens like spinach, yummy nuts like almonds, and all those healthy whole grains. Just starting to incorporate more of these into your diet, that's a fantastic first step.
All right, let's shift gears and talk about something else that's super important, heart health. See, after 50, those same hormonal changes can also make us more vulnerable to heart-related issues. And this is exactly where magnesium steps in to act like your personal cardiovascular guardian.
And how it does this is actually pretty fascinating. Magnesium basically works as a natural relaxant for your blood vessels. So just picture it easing all the tension throughout your entire circulatory system. And what does that do? It helps maintain healthy, normal blood pressure. It's such a simple idea, but it has a really powerful effect.
Your body might actually be sending you little signals. Have you ever had those frequent heart palpitations? Or what about those annoying muscle cramps that seem to just pop up out of nowhere? Well, those could be little hints that you might be running a bit low on this super important mineral. Okay, now for a big one. Let's talk about that emotional and, well, physical roller coaster. You know what I'm talking about? The hot flashes, the irritability, the mood swings. They're the classic, and let's face it, totally unwelcome signs of menopause that can really mess with your life.
And the impact is so real, isn't it? These symptoms can absolutely wreck your sleep, which then throws your entire nervous system completely out of whack. It's no wonder it can leave you feeling so anxious and just plain exhausted.
So, where does our friend magnesium fit into all this? Well, it has this amazing ability to help regulate the key chemical messengers in your brain, your neurotransmitters. We're talking about the big ones that control mood and sleep, like serotonin and melatonin. So by supporting them, magnesium can help take the edge off that anxiety and even help dial down the intensity of hot flashes.
I just love this way of putting it. It really is the perfect summary. Just think of it as your daily dose of calm. That's what magnesium can be, something that helps smooth out all those hormonal ups and downs. All right. Let's talk about something that so many of us experience, but don't always connect to what we're eating. Those awful nighttime leg cramps. Oh my gosh, if you've ever been woken up by a sudden Charlie horse, you know exactly how painful and just terrible that feels. Well, the solution is actually beautifully simple. Magnesium is an incredible natural muscle relaxant. It's so important for preventing those painful involuntary spasms because it helps your muscles work smoothly and recover the way they're supposed to, especially after you've been active.
Okay, and for our final point, and this is a big one, let's look at metabolism. I mean, it's just a fact of life, right? As we get older, our metabolism naturally starts to slow down a bit, and that, unfortunately, brings a higher risk for issues like insulin resistance.
And this is a really significant health challenge to be aware of, because a slowing metabolism isn't just about making weight management trickier. It's really about reducing the risk of serious conditions, like type 2 diabetes, that tend to become more common in midlife.
So what's magnesium's role in all of this? It's actually pretty cool how it works. Okay, so you eat carbs, your body then releases insulin to process them. Well, magnesium is a key player that helps make your body more sensitive to that insulin. And that means your cells can use glucose for energy way more efficiently, which is exactly what you want for stable blood sugar.
And listen, the link here is really clear. Study after study has shown that being chronically low in magnesium is linked to higher risk factors like obesity and high blood pressure. The bottom line is, this mineral is absolutely fundamental to your metabolic health. Okay, so after all of that, what's the takeaway? What can you actually do? Here's a simple little action plan. First, just take a moment to assess your own symptoms. Are you dealing with cramps, mood swings, or those weird heart palpitations? Second, start thinking about focusing on a diet that's rich in magnesium. And third, and this is the most important one, talk to your doctor or a nutritionist to figure out what's right for you. You know, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Magnesium is truly the unsung hero of midlife wellness. I mean, from your bones and your heart to your mood and your metabolism, it's just quietly working in the background to support your body through this huge transition. And that really just leaves us with one last, very important question that I want you to ask yourself. After hearing about everything it does, are you getting enough of this vital mineral? Look, the only way to know for sure is to just have a conversation. Please talk to your healthcare provider. They're the ones who can help you assess your own unique needs and figure out the best way forward so you have all the support you need to really thrive.